Hi all, welcome you all to the lecture video session on significance of project report and project report writing or the need for the project report, how to generate a investment project proposal in this particular lecture video session. Before understanding what is the significance of project report, let's understand how to generate as investment project proposal. Now, the company may allocate the budget for the new products, the introduction of the new products or the services, or expansion of the existing products or the services, or replacement of the equipment and the land, the construction of buildings, the research and development facilities. The enterprise may be confronted with three different type of major capital budgeting decisions. The first one is the accept reject decision. Second one is the mutually exclusive choice decision, and the third one is the capital rationing decision. These three decisions are very important in order to generate an investment project proposal by the company for any kind of project. So the accept reject decision, it is nothing but the evaluation of the capital expenditure proposal to find out what is the minimum amount that is required, or what is the minimum expenditure that the new project is going to incur, whether it is in the acceptable limits or not. Second one, if the proposal is accepted, the firm would invest in if the proposal is rejected, then the firm does not invest in it. Second one, in general, proposal which will yield a rate of return greater than the cost of capital, it is accepted, and rest all are rejected. So internal rate of return and ROI return on investment for a project proposal is a very important criteria. If it is higher than the investment, then that kind of project is going to be a potential project, and that proposal will be accepted. And mutually exclusive projects are nothing but the projects that compete with one another. The acceptance decision is a situation where the firm has unlimited funds. So here what happens is that the acceptance of one eliminates the other from further consideration. This comes in the mutually exclusive projects. Alternatives are going to be the mutually exclusive, and one may be chosen among all the alternatives that are available there. Capital rationing decision is a situation where the firm has got unlimited funds and it goes on with the number of projects every year as a plan of improvement. So all the independent investment proposals that are yielding greater than the return greater than the investment or to be predetermined level of investment or to be accepted, and the others have to be rejected. So the capital rationing is a financial situation in which the firm has only the fixed amount to allocate among the competing capital expenditures. So the benefits that are received from the project are expressed in terms of cash flows, and then in terms of the audit statements, and the cash flow should also be measured in an incremental and then the after tax returns. Then only it is going to be a potential project proposal, and it could be the accept reject decision is going to be made on this. So what is how once the proposal is made, then the project report has to be there. So what is the significance of the project report? Significance of the project report can be briefed up as the importance of the project report is that it serves as a master plan. For the successful management, effective planning is absolutely essential. So this particular project report is going to serve as the master plan, which indicates the costs that are associated with it, and then the returns that are associated with it, and all the details that are the additional details that are required to implement the project at various stages have already been noted in the it is going to give the complete outlay. It is going to be like a blueprint of the project that is going to be executed. It gives the roadmap. So once it gives the roadmap, it will show that where exactly the project is going to it describes the direction of the project, and that it gives that shows the feasibility. We discussed about the different type of feasibilities like technical feasibility, financial feasibility, cultural feasibility, ecological feasibility, and market feasibility. So it shows a project So the project report shows the feasibility of the proposed project, and then the profitability that could be achieved, and what exactly could be the feasibility to the social with respect to the social impact, and the commercial, financial, all those feasibilities will be shown. And it forces the requirement. That means to say that the project report enables an entrepreneur or the investor to realize that what is required to implement the project well in advance. It could be the the machineries, it could be the new type of raw material. It also gives the general ideas of his various resource allocations also, and the requirements like raw materials, power, or it could be manpower, it could be finance, or it could be infrastructure facilities, everything. So it foresees the requirement. The project report foresees the requirement. It also indicates the profitability. It gives an indication of the likely benefits that the project can bring in, and it also gives the entrepreneur what the entrepreneur can get from this venture. And the profitability indication will also help the entrepreneur to think about the investment, whether it is going to be a profitable venture or not. So it also helps in decision making. Crucial decisions have to be made at various stages of the project. Sometimes if there is a sudden like a decline in the project response, probably the project may be halted. So the project report may see the risks that are involved, and unforeseen situations that it will help to see the break even levels also, and how to fix a repayment schedule under at the time of emergency, or at the time of getting the huge profits in the mid itself. The repayment schedule, and that is going to be a very important decision as well. So it helps in decision making, and it paves the way for the financial assistance. The preparation of the project report is absolutely essential for those enterprises which apply for the financial assistance from the financial institution or the banks. So because without the project report, the no financial institution will come forward to assist the project. That is, it is on the basis of the project report the financial institution will be providing the financial assistance. So the strong project report highlighting all kind of the profits and then the risks, and as well as the break even time period is going to give it is going to help the financial institution to give the financial assistance to the project proposal. Strong project proposal. It ensures survival. That means to say that the survival of any business depends upon the marketability of the product, and the marketability of the product will definitely it is in the hands of the consumers. The project report projects the demands and then the supply positions year after the year, and there will be a projection of the competitors strengths as well, position in the market, the market share that this new product can conquer, and that can sustain the survival in the market. So it also plans for the expected performance. So once it plans for the expected performance is that how well it can perform when it enters into the market. Project report is prepared in anticipation to plan in advance about the fulfillment of the expected performance in the various areas like the technology, marketing, finance, as well as the personal production, everything. And it also helps in assessing the profitability with the help of the tools. And then the project report assesses the demand potential and then the supply positions in the various time, and also the cost of the capital that is invested, and then the return on that capital in terms of side by side, like from the market as well as from the different investment like assets, investment appraisals like assets. So it also helps us to know the expected inputs and the outputs. The project report enables the entrepreneur to know that how much money, manpower, infrastructure, and then the material would be required to set up the plant, and that the type of the machinery and the technology that is required in order to manufacture the product. So it gives a glimpse of the inputs and then the outputs to an entrepreneur. To quantify the objectives, the project report will definitely helps in quantifying the objectives, and once the objectives are quantified, it makes them to measure the returns, and then it is going to be the objectives are So it helps in quantifying the objectives as the variable one, as well as it also helps in making the objectives as a tangible one and also attainable one. Project report helps in providing the financial support. As I already mentioned, it is going to gain the financial support from the government institutions, as well as various subsidies could be given based on the project report, and various incentives it is going to attract from the financial of financing, by financing the project by the financial bodies as well. It also guides the course of action, what needs to be done. Successful implementation of the project is governed by the course of action, and it is given in the project report. And also the government authorities who are involved in it. A project report is of very important to the government authorities in order to provide the licenses, to provide the subsidies, and also to exempt them from the deductions, and also in terms of the GST incentives, concessions, and then the government clearances from the pollution control board and all the other government authorities. Then it is, the project report is also going to be very helpful to the entrepreneur to understand the successful implementation, and then the risks that are associated with it, and then the challenges that are faced by the entrepreneur, so that it will help in understanding the project in a better way and to tackle the problems time on time. So the banks, and it is also going to be very helpful for the banks and the financial institutions. Commercial banks and the financial institutions would sanction the loan based on the project report, and then the assessment that is made, and then the interested parties will also look into the project report, and then they will study the project report. They will go with the next level of opportunity, and the banks require the project report for granting the financial assistance, and it will help the bankers in appraising the project in terms of project assistance, and then providing the report. Now, what is the need for the project report? Need for the project report is to the project reports are already as I mentioned earlier. The significance of the project report says that the reports are going to be very helpful to the banks, and it also going to report the progress of the project, and it also compare it against the original plan. Any variances that are going to be there can be recorded, so that the project report has to be in place. Project reports are the valuable tools for both for the project teams as well as for the stakeholders. It helps in identifying the risks and then to take the corrective action. Risks and the corrective actions that are identified, and then the actions that are taken could also be documented, which is going to help in the next project strength. And project reports are the sources of learning, and it also reporting process is a process that requires the competency and then the accuracy of the facts and the figures, and then the preparedness and the thoroughness and all aspects of the projects. So what is the planning commission guidelines to create a project report? There's a set of like the standard instructions that are given by the planning commission in order to provide a project report. The first one is that in order to process investment proposals, the bank have been given the set of the directives which includes the way to write the project report and arrive at the investment decisions. The guidelines for preparing the formulating the industrial projects are: the first one is the project report must have the general information about the investor, and then the performance description of the industry, role of public or the private sector, the allocation of investment funds. And the second the second content of this is the preliminary analysis of the objectives. The project report must have the project description and also the marketing plan. The fifth most important one is the capital requirements and the cost. Sixth one is the operating requirements and the cost. Seventh one is the project report must show the financial analysis, and also the last one is the economic analysis that should be shown as the executive summary in the project report. So these are the these are the analysis that have to be carried out, and then that has to be there in the project report. Now, what are the contents of the project report? Contents of the project report have to be formulated in line with the planning commission guidelines. The first one is the general information. General information is that the project report must provide the general information about the investor, about the project to whom it belongs to, and it also should give the experience, the information about the past experience. After the general information, executive summary, organization summary, project description, marketing plan, a project report must also have the capital structure, operating cost, management plan, and then the financial aspects, technical aspects, and also it should have the project implementation and then the social responsibility. All this we are going to discuss in detail in the next lecture video session. Thank you everyone. See you all in the next lecture video session.